Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Worcestery Council Theatre 3000. I am Bryan O'Donnell. I'm here with our intrepid producer, Travis Duda. Travis, how are you?
The only one that showed up.
Yeah, Brendan's sick, and Bill is sick of us, which I can't blame either of them for. So we're gonna soldier on until Bill should be here in a minute. We'll just chat for a few minutes until then. Meeting should be started in about 8 minutes, hopefully. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. What's new?
I'm loving to see all these emotes in the chat. Y'all found those real quick.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. And if you don't know, if you weren't here for the school committee's stream last week, we are official on Twitch now. We are Twitch affiliates. We can now offer we can have subscribers, which is very exciting. And speaking of subscribers, Maine South Mom, our first subscriber, got that #1 badge on Twitch. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very exciting. Thank you so much, Deb. We love you so much for supporting us. And of course, Sarah's there, Swaro, Sally's there, and no one else is. So hopefully they're here watching us, and maybe they'll call in and tell Donna Gloria to fuck herself.
We need it at least once a week.
Yeah. But I wanted to run it down for anybody again that wasn't here, didn't see it. We'll talk about this a bunch tonight and going forward. If you subscribe to us, we love it. Obviously, you see the emotes that you get access to. There's one other benefit. We did the school committee meeting last week. It's kind of tough for us to do it. I'm going to be completely honest with you, time wise. And so I think what we're going to do is that's going to be a subscriber only stream. So this one will remain open to the public. Tell your friends to join in. But the school committee streams, we're going to do them every week, and those will be subscriber only. We had a blast doing it. Well, I watched it, but I was busy. But Bill and Brendan had a blast. It was a blast watching it. It was fascinating, and I don't think it's going to get less interesting. I think it's going to get more interesting. So we're committing to covering it. We just need to we got to make a little scratch on it to make it possible for us to do. So
worth the effort.
Yeah, and we really appreciate if you guys are into it and want to subscribe and join us in those conversations every Thursday. They're a little earlier.
Every other, right?
Every other. Yes, that's correct. And they start. Is it 5 or 5? They start at 5:30. Yeah. So it's a little more niche for sure. But we're learning the platform. We're learning what's possible for us to do. And we got some things we're excited about, some things we want to try. We're going to expand. If you guys have thoughts about things, then let us know. Like I said, we're still learning all the different options that are now open to us. It's very it's a lot. And the thing I wanted to mention for tonight, as again we're figuring out what we do. We use StreamYard to kind of stream from. That's the platform that we're on. You guys are watching us on Twitch. We're not on the Twitch page. So one of the things that we can't tell easily right now is when we get a new subscriber.
Like what just happened.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Shout out Epic Stratton.
Eric, thank you so much. Do us a favor, because Travis is going to keep an eye on it, but it's probably going to get a little busy tonight. So please let us know when you subscribe in the chat. So we can shout you out until we figure out how to get notifications to pop up. Which we're learning all of this as we go along. Any feedback anybody has, please let us know. But I think it's gonna be fun.
We have a third emote that we can customize. It's a stupid star right now, so we're open to suggestions there too. I
love people telling me good game. I do appreciate it. I'm somebody who's not used to making money. This is all very new to me. So you guys get them on your end. But you guys will get the notifications on your end. So even if somebody subscribes, shout them out. Let us know, because it's it's hard for us to see it right now. So, but we're at 8 subscribers now.
Yeah.
So, we love you guys. We appreciate you, and we're gonna do our best to make it worth your while. If we're ever not making it worth your while, let us know what you need. We're happy to add fun things. We just don't know a lot of this stuff, so we yeah, I mean, we don't know her Twitch handle, but I think we should do the work to find out what her Twitch handle is, because we need her on here.
I started a poll too to see if you guys are excited about this, because now we have polls.
Cool. Hell yeah. So tonight we got this is week 3 of the new council. The first 2 weeks have been less than 2 hours each, lightning fast meetings. I never want to say that we're lucky enough to have that happen again, so I'm assuming it's going to be a long night tonight, but there isn't a ton of craziness on the, I mean, there's crazy things, but there's nothing that jumped out to me that is going to be one of those around the horn, everyone needs to speak for, double the time.
Knitty Council will hold us up for solid 15-20 minutes.
I would hope, and this is too much to hope, this is always too much to hope, but I would hope that in the intervening week that somebody has dope slapped the 2 people that last week still couldn't figure out what Knitty Council is, even though they've been around for a while, and why they should not be just on board with supporting them in their charitable mission. So yeah, I mean, that's probably going to be the one. But I hope everyone is, as always, our friend Mike Benedetti, I hope they're reading his Substack for the updates every week, the rundown of the agenda. I mean, I'm not expecting anybody to read the actual agenda because it's boring. That's too long and it's boring. And but the one of the big ones that he pointed out that's at least interesting is there's a citizen request that the city raise the age limit for new cops from 32 to 38. I imagine this has a great deal to do with the fact that supposedly we don't have enough cops in the city, which I say lower the age even more. Let's get less cops in the city.
It's not a problem. Yeah. It's not a problem. Yeah. The less cops, the better.
Yeah.
Crime's going down. Yeah, cops going down.
20 years old to enter the police department in Worcester. Bill, welcome.
Welcome. I was doing very important business related activities.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm late. Have you ever had a pickle sandwich and just ate it right over the fridge?
Over the fridge? You were up on top of the fridge?
No, wait. Made it. Cat? Wait, hold on. Yeah, no. I spoke wrong.
Or an outdoor cat.
Made it with the fridge door open. Took it over the sink and ate it over the sink.
Yeah.
That's what I just did. So now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock.
I love to eat over the sink. Jess is always wondering why. She's like, "You're not a divorced man. What are you doing?"
It's like it's God's plate, Yeah. Okay, Eric. Here, I'll explain this to you.
We up yet?
Not that I see.
King is there. That's good. I guess we're finally going to figure out who the Worcester City Council is tonight. Also, Kosher Dill Spears.
Nice. From a specific company, or are these just store brand?
The Vlasic, little stork.
Classic.
Yeah. Wait, I heard the school committee subcommittee assignments were coming out today, but I didn't see them yet.
Let's track them down and them.
Ben, link.
Ben, link us, Ben.
Ben, links. Let's go.
Somebody's tweeted them. I like what is everybody's favorite pickle brand? I like a Grillo's pickle.
I'm a Grillo's guy.
Yeah.
I'm anti-pickle.
Don't fuck off.
I'm
fired. Fired from the show.
This is a stupid
Sorry, folks. Don't worry. We won't be bothering us anymore.
What's next? You don't like fun or
Yeah.
I hate fun. What do you
Sink,
think?
Sandwiches?
Sink eating?
Sink? No, the sink is no place to eat. That's only to clean. I'm just gonna be the contrarian.
Oh, yep. Ben's got him here.
Beautiful.
Or Marco's got him. Look at these hustling young reporters. I love it.
Great, of course. Of course. Why would they? They had a week before to find out. They didn't bother doing that.
Funding.
They just ask more questions, and then act like, well, what? It's essentially they're essentially doing the city manager search over and over again. Oh, how could we? No one. What do? We don't know who to search for. How do you do a search? And then, never mind, we got one. So they're just hoping you guys will disband in the meantime. You know what's fun to do with the empty pickle container? Put cucumbers in there and make more pickles. It's free. That's free pickles, baby.
Wait, you can't just put the cucumbers in the pickle juice and expect the same pickles.
If you want to bet, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I've never thought about that. That's crazy. To me, a cucumber and a pickle are just so different. But really, they're the same. It's like a Metapod and a Butterfree. It's like you look at a Metapod and you're like, no way that turns into a Butterfree.
But right? It does. Yeah.
It
same
does,
stuff.
It does,
They just turn into goo and they reconfigure into pickles.
Yeah.
Do you
okay, subcommittee assignments. You guys want to hear this?
Yeah.
There's 2 school committee subcommittees. Subcommittee 1, Finance, Operations, and Governments. Molly McCullough, chairperson. Diana Biancaria, vice chair. Jermaine Johnson and Kathleen Roy. Teaching, Learning, and Student Success. Alex Guardiola, chairperson. Are we surprised? That means Tim Murray is the chairperson of Teaching, Learning, and Student Success. Vanessa Alvarez is the vice chair. Sue Coughlin Mailman's on that, and Maureen Binyenda. Maureen Binyenda not given a subcommittee chairmanship.
Sucker.
After Joe Petty waited all that time. So
yeah, well, she's going to be gifted a subscription to our stream, so it'll all be fine after that.
Just nobody. Jose Rivera posted the funniest Facebook post of all time about the Knitty Council. He was like, I knew it. This is a political group in disguise. It's like, Jesus. Like you could have
yeah.
You could have guessed, you know.
I want Troubler. Yes, I just watched the trailer for Pal World today. Yeah, 100%. I'm going to start playing it on the stream.
Pal World?
I'm just going to do a dedicated stream to playing Pal World.
Oh, I'm with you, Brian. I'll get it because one of my favorite streamers, Bruce Green, has been playing it. Bill, it's Pokemon with guns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Maybe I'll do it all day tomorrow. Who knows? Who the fuck can know? You better subscribe to find out. It's weird. I'm starting to feel it. Maybe I just haven't been on Facebook lately, but I feel like I haven't seen a single Jose Rivera, Colleen West, or Walter Bird post lately, and I don't understand what's going on. Maybe they all blocked me.
I think that I might be blocked from them because I haven't seen them either, but people send them to me as screenshots.
This is a new shot.
It is. They have new stuff.
They flipped it.
Yeah,
and they have they now have mics that are gated, so you can't hear background noise.
Oh,
it's very strange. They rolled it out at the new school committee.
Just switching over to This
is a stinky agenda tonight, guys. This stinks. This agenda is no good.
Yeah, it's a terrible, horrible, no good. Rob Bellotta cameo though.
That's true.
There's Kieran. Hi, Kieran. Kieran is prominently featured tonight with the new camera shots. Look at just like showing off these new shots. This is Thank you for giving us a tour around the council chamber. Oh, I can see the camera up there. Yeah, those are expensive.
Oh, they have movie cameras. like moving, not movie.
That's what. Hey, I mean, that's what it is.
Walter, I could have bet $1 million that Walter Bird would have been the cheerleader for who is the Worcester City Council hysteria. That's an issue that's basically built for him. It's extremely stupid. It's insular, towny bullshit, and you just get to be dead wrong, and people will support you.
Right. That's what it is. You know, that's why we got into Twitch. We're trying to make dozens of dollars off of this.
Literal dozens.
Councilor Bergman? Here. Councilor Calorio?
Here.
Councilor Hajiye?
Here.
Councilor Morrow Carlson?
And we're going to reinvest
Councilor Nguyen?
all the money we make
Councilor
on this
Rita?
show back into
Councilor
political
Priscilla?
activities.
Here.
Councilor Russell? Here.
Like
Councilor
funding the political operative organization,
Chairman,
Worcester
Councilor
Knitty
King?
Council.
We're gonna buy some mittens.
Hey, the Worcester Political Council, I hear, is
to adopt.
full of Antifa.
Chairman on the roll
Full
call,
of
Councilor
Antifa.
Bergman?
Yes.
Councilor Calorio?
Antifa, they get together and they knit.
Yes.
Councilor Morrow Carlson? Councilor Nguyen?
Yes.
Councilor Ojeda?
Yes.
Councilor Basillo?
Yes.
All right, I'm working on a bit.
Oh no,
Councilor Toomey?
Jenny's.
Oh, Councilor
Mr.
Priscilla.
Vice Chair, Councilor King?
Not here, huh? She missed her second meeting? Third meeting?
6.
Oh.
Couldn't be bothered to show up.
A person may speak for no more than 2
So
minutes.
that
on
maybe
the
we,
items
hey, if
that
she's
are
on
the
Zoom, maybe we can
agenda.
get her on this show.
State your name and city of residence when you
Wow,
come to the
Petty's not
microphone
there?
to speak.
No, Petty.
Clerk, can you just
Good seeing
also
Christian in that
share,
chair.
the rules pertaining if you speak
That's where
when
he should be,
petition is on
but-
the agenda.
We're
Thank you, Mr.
hopeless here.
Chairman. So in the past practice, we've allowed the public here in the
Sick of being
council
such a
chambers to go first.
fucking
You
loser.
have 2 minutes to
All
participate.
right.
And then we also have the virtual option on the Zoom platform. We do have a few call-in users that have already raised their hand. If you're looking to speak
Oh,
tonight,
Fred
on the
Nathan, I
virtual
wonder
option,
what
you
he's
should
going
raise
to
your
talk
hand
about. Could it be the
before,
Worcester City Council?
participation closes? And if you're on the phone,
I
you can also
wonder.
press star 9.
Wants to
be
lower the age for our
recognized.
Look at
cops.
him. Look at him.
We
He's
should-
going to
I-
go.
Numbers are
He's about to
listed on
just
the
grab
list
that
for
podium and
proposed
start
on the agenda.
thrusting, brother.
So folks who want to tune in virtually can certainly use the link and the phone number listed on the agenda.
Where's Brendan
We want to
tonight?
Start with our public
He's also
participation.
sick.
He played too much Fortnite and got
Yeah,
sick.
he gets fucking sick as hell with 3 Qs.
Being sick, not an excuse
We're about to spend a little
to call out
bit
of this
discuss on
program.
the items on the agenda.
I'm just going to say that right now.
To the manager's agenda.
I am sick basically
Somebody-
every day from
Once we
December
start-
till
once we roll
March.
Call items, then we can suspend the rules.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm here, brave as ever.
Fred Nathan Worcester. 8.
What? Yeah. Well,
One,
so
three.
I was
I don't
assuming
know
that
what
that had something to
the
do
police
with
department has, but
our issues
help but
with
notice.
how they treated Wolfpaw. So we'll have to
fall
go back and see,
uh,
run
saw
down
some
whatever
influence
everything that Nico said later on. But
has what been now,
I
what,
felt
6
that felt
months?
like a refresher for
Anybody here?
who you're allowed to ban and for what reason. Which the
Yeah,
answer is
right.
no one for any reason.
Yeah.
It's been a
Interim
few
chief.
months.
Huh?
It's been a few months.
I'm guessing 6. I think it's time to name him permanent chief. 8-19, the report from Dr. Castillo.
Oh, that rules,
on
Troubler.
opiate, overdoses.
Give them our
Not having
best.
seen that report, obviously. Just a curious question, and if anyone here can answer it. There have obviously been a fair amount of opiate deaths in this Worcester, as there have been in this state, as there has been in this country. I think one would have to be living under a giant boulder to not think that there haven't been any.
Oh, there's Jenny.
Kind of makes me wonder. There was a big settlement with Big Pharma, and money was supposed to be dispersed to different states. Just curious, Worcester get any?
How's that, Neil?
Next item.
Sounding better, everybody?
Give him a little pinch.
Dash 39 on the opera funds.
Fred Nathan has not brought up Knitty Council
Not
yet.
hearing at not
Shocking.
one thing about what the opera money is being spent on.
APRA.
Oh, and
And
if
that's
I wanted
Apron
to-
money.
If I wanted to live under a rock, I'd move to
Running
Fitchburg. Am I
under the gun
right?
pretty soon.
A Boulder, baby.
Have at the end of this year, for the city to do something with that money. And I
So
think
we
the
got some
bigger
new
question is,
overlays.
if the city doesn't do anything,
Yep.
there becomes
That
a
was
point
that
where
was
it's
that was a me
lose
special
that
from
money.
school committee.
And
You sure about that?
everybody
about that?
is involved in this, I think it would be nice.
I was basically using it every time Marimba, and I was like, I know what's happening in the public schools.
Something
You sure
there
about that?
let people know what the money is being spent for. Since
Whoa!
it's being
Look at that
given
Nico
to the
button.
city, I don't know about you,
Isn't it
but
beautiful?
That's
I'd
so
rather
beautiful.
see the city use it for something useful.
I just texted Jenny
rather
something,
than
and I said, "Don't laugh, you're on
problem
screen."
of
And then
losing that money.
her camera disappeared. So
Remember, at
listen, I appreciate government in action.
a lot of
I
things
gotta say,
places Worcester can
That's
spend
awesome.
130 million. Thank you.
Letting him go on for
Thank
about
you.
5 minutes.
Does
Yeah.
anyone else would
Didn't
like
Nico
to
just read the rules?
state your name,
No
city of
Knitty
residence,
Council.
and the item that you're speaking upon?
Where's Walter Bird? He's here
Hey,
talking
I'm
about the
Walter Darling, a
political.
Worcester resident, and I'm here in my
Is there a Railers
capacity
game
as
tonight?
Executive Director of the Downtown Worcester Business Improvement District.
Oh,
also
this is
known
a
as
real
the
barn
Bid.
burner
I'm here to
report.
speak on item
Guys, can
9C.
you believe that the
I want to
Worcester
thank the council for unanimously supporting
Development
the bid's
Corporation
formation in
voted
2018
to re-extend
and for the city's ongoing
the
partnership.
downtown
The report
bid
submitted
district
for review is the bid's annual report from
for 5
2023.
years. It's
An
very
outline of our
crazy. Yeah,
accomplishments.
it's
I
really
just want to highlight a couple of those. As a quick highlight, our
really
ambassadors spent
something.
over 10,000
Yeah, the city
hours last
desperately wants to spend it
donating
before
41,000 pounds of
before
tobacco.
Trump gets back into
We
office.
installed and maintained
I've been told.
126 hanging baskets, and we installed 53.
I gotta work on my Trump accent, but I have a
Thank you
bit
very much
for
referring
running a Trump-style campaign in like 2050 to take Earth back from the AIs, and like how Trump would lead that sort of insurrection against artificial
that is
intelligence.
funded by the commercial and
You know,
nonprofit property owners within our 78-acre district downtown.
our phones, they used to
Our
be
goal is to
little
make
computers.
Worcester clean,
Now
safe,
they're all little guys. They're all little guys that tell us what to do. We need to make the phones little computers again.
really critical. We feel
I'm
that
gonna work
not
on it,
everybody
but I like it. It
Really
fills me with joy to think about it.
And I really
Getting really
encourage and
good.
invite all of you to make connections in your work as
Now our phones are
counselors,
just little
on committee
guys.
or otherwise,
And little guys, they tell us what to
about
do.
what the bid can do to help support you, how we can be a resource for development projects, for initiatives and programs, both within our district.
We would
and
love
also
to be
more
the
broadly
conduit by
downtown.
which everything that can't get done in Boston happens in Worcester in a slapdash fashion. It doesn't make any sense. Don't talk to us about how 35% of the downtown land is for surface parking lots.
Program, which is privately funded
And we don't really care to do anything about the 2-car per unit parking mandate.
in the
So
city for cleaning and safety.
it's gonna be parking garages from here on out, baby.
The quicker that we get rid of our cars, the faster our phones become little guys. So
right.
Think about that.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Worcester really is just a museum of bad ideas from an urban design perspective. It's one of the worst looking cities
City of Worcester
and feeling.
had a few different things today.
You ever
First and foremost,
look through old photos of Worcester and just realize that it was like so beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
there's photos from the 50s.
It just so cool, and like the different layout of like certain parts of the city was like it was so fucking cool, and directly has probably led to why downtown just doesn't work correctly now.
I'm here in support of Jeff
Burn After Reading, I read that.
Worcester
I think I
Renaissance
linked to that
Plan.
recently.
I've been listening to it for a
good-
while,
good-
and
good
I
post.
hope all of you pay attention and listen. He has put in a
What's
lot
this
of
hoodie
research, and
about?
It sounds like it could make a very good impact for Worcester.
He doesn't like
It says
dispensaries.
dispensaries are for tourists. I've never seen that
I don't-
before.
I don't fucking know.
In
I
support
think
of
museums
12A,
and
Councilor
public parks are
Susan
for
Elise,
tourists, personally, but
requests that the city manager
I'm not gonna
provide
argue
I think
the
tourism
point.
is for
City
tourists.
solicitor provide city council with a legal opinion regarding the
Parking
process
is
of
not
institution
boring.
residential rental program, the resulting
Well,
impact.
I mean, like it is, but
April
like
under-
it's a big problem in Worcester.
September 17th, 2019, and then again September 24th, 2019, and every single time someone says whose fault it is that we have
Swamp
I-
ass and balls.
I saved that.
everything else
I
that's
saved
going
it
on,
because
and that's
I'm
what
going to go back to
I
it
like
throughout
to
the
think
night.
about
It is now a
what
starred
the
comment.
has had an opportunity to do and didn't do, and there's a lot of things we'll go to begin. This one,
This may become another.
That's like a drill tweet.
This may become another
Anyone else who likes to
T-shirt
speak
that
that's
we
in the
don't
chamber,
pay the person for.
gallery.
We need to
I'll
make a
take a
shirt from the
screenshot.
school committee side of I'm here for non-vendetta
My name is Dr.
purposes.
Teja Sorrento.
Yeah, Sue
Something that's
posted it
doing
on
that.
Twitter.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I'm here to speak in support of 12.
I need to go make sure I like that.
Consideration
I gotta
of
keep
adjustment
the
and
juice
intentional
flowing in this
language,
little
that
meme.
includes youth. On Friday, I received a call from an old
I,
colleague who suspects his friend is homeless.
I've grown weary of the internet. I can't be on the internet anymore, which is a problem, given that that's like kind of my job.
During our discussion together, after I told her
It's
about
just
the vision of
exhausting,
Merrill
man.
Safe Haven, she shared a story with me.
Everyone's just so
Her daughter's
stupid.
friend had been
Yeah.
in and out of the foster care system, and eventually she left. She had a couple kids. She used drugs on and off. She landed in an apartment, was in abusive relationships, and eventually, and not in any particular order, she also landed a job. Over the course of the weekend, I learned that she passed over by an overdose. As I set into units that we are prepared to provide emergency assistance for families with yesterday, I grieved for her. I grieved for her children, because the cycle continues. Her children will now be in the foster care system, and if not adopted, they will have the same fate. That is the likelihood of children who end up in the foster care system.
I love
Last year,
seeing
November,
Sue get all this
I sat
attention
in
on
this
this little thing. It's awesome.
chamber and listen to the questions that were along the lines of who's responsible for it. 99% of the
People
time,
want
the
it.
system
People want the shirt.
is focused on adults. Merrill Safe Haven was
They want to order that
created
shirt on their
focusing
phone.
by transitional housing
Little
support
guy.
for people out of the foster care system.
This is who was
Which is,
jingling.
unfortunately, necessary work.
Aha.
Housing
Hello.
is a right.
Hello,
We
friend.
operated that way
This is Zeke.
as
Hello, doggo, my old friend.
especially as a city. The responsibility of the homeless
Hi, Molly.
wouldn't be a question. We would all
Boop the snoot. Let's get a little boop the snoot.
in ending this cycle. If you
Booped
don't
it.
feel responsible as an elected official
Zeke says hi.
for the stories that I've shared with you, who are you representing?
I should have a second camera where I just put a
So,
GoPro on my
Is there
girlfriend's cat.
anyone else in the gallery
That was
who
re-
wants to
that was
speak? Please
that was
come forward to
those
the
comments are really great.
city clerk on the item.
Yeah, that's why it felt bad to do anything while they were talking.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we do. But I just wanted to.
Good evening. My name is
Appreciated
Jeffrey
those comments a
Killebrew.
lot.
I am a resident here in Worcester, and also president of FAM Jam Event Group. And I also wanted to thank you for placing this agenda item or my petition on the agenda for the Worcester Renaissance project, as it's been called and developed.
Oh, sorry. This is
the
actually
Worcester
the
Renaissance is again be
Homeownership
launched through
Association
my
of
nonprofit
Worcester. This
organization,
isn't the
FAM
City
Jam Event
Council.
Group, and our mission is clear as an
So we're not
organization.
actually not
It's to host
accountable to anybody.
support artists and entrepreneurs from historically redlined communities, and to bring awareness to other organizations that serve youth and families. Our vision is to make history
Mo
by
Bergman
uniting
here is historically
marginalized
redlined, and
communities
his
to develop
ears
a
just start
culture of
tingling.
creative collaboration.
His nipples get
and
hard.
self-sustainability.
Yeah.
As far as the mission of the project, our mission is to create easier access to rules and fees, fostering greater transparency and equity in the vendor application process. We aim to develop and assist minority street vendor and performer applicants, ensuring their placement in high foot traffic areas managed by the city of Worcester, thus increasing tourism and their chances of success. Our vision is to develop, establish, and promote Worcester as the premier location in
He's
New
trying
England
really hard for something
for
that's just gonna
minorities
get
to
filed.
start a business as a street vendor or performer,
He's been up
and
against
for
the Parks
tourists and
Commission
locals
this
to
whole time,
experience what
and
they
that's
have
where
to
this is
offer.
going to get filed.
So specifically, what we're looking for is an MOU giving a FAM Gym Event Group permission to place markers in designated sidewalks, walkways, parks, or
Too good of an
parking
idea
lots
for
in high
Worcester.
foot traffic areas of Worcester managed by the Parks Department and DPW to schedule vendors and performers. We would activate these spaces with a QR code that links to a schedule and a map available online for locals and tourists alike. Markers would include logos of partnering sponsors and stakeholders. All fees received from the city vendors and buskers due to their participation in the project would be directed
I think
to
Mo
FAM
Bergman
Gym
was going
Event
to
Group,
push on file this.
a
That's
registered
my vote.
nonprofit organization, and a portion of the
Yeah.
proceeds would
My
be dedicated
guess.
to
Jeff has
cleanup
been
of these designated
up against the
areas,
Parks Department. He
supporting
has a
applicant
contract
development,
for Elm Park.
workshops,
They've been kind
and
of
organizing
tugging
FAM
him
Gym
about
events.
on some other
We kindly
nonsense.
request a limited non-compete agreement for the city to ensure the project's viability. And the last thing we'd be looking for is funding for the project. So again, I'd look
I
forward
really like
to,
my new keyboard, but I just wish it was louder.
conversation around this and a collaborative.
Just bring the mic
approach
closer.
To
Yeah,
implement the
What he's
project.
describing, we saw in London, these
Yeah,
circles in the
Jeff,
subway
hope to
where
see this
people
come to
could rent out,
fruition.
and it made it really
Is anyone
obvious for
else here in the
buskers to
gallery,
schedule their
that would like to
performances
speak?
and stuff. I think it's a cool
Oh,
idea.
you sound like you're from London.
He's a busker, ain't it?
In it.
In it. Oh man.
Good evening. My name is Margot Barnett, and I'm a resident of Worcester.
Oh,
Can't wait for
I'm here to do
Donna Colorio to be like, why does everyone from West Boylston and Holden drive to Worcester to overdose?
so. Thank you, Jeff. So some of you, some people had some questions about what is the Worcester Knitty Council, and what are you up to? So I want to talk to you a little bit about that, and I want to do a little show and tell as well. So
Man of action.
Yes, this is great.
talking about knit- So I got out my double pointed needles, which I hadn't used in a while, and I made some mittens. The point I want to make about this, you can see I'm actually knitting, and you've seen me do this before. is that I think it's a remarkable thing to join together people being able to do something to help other people with teaching us about civic engagement. The group was started to teach people to hold the city council accountable, to pay attention to what you're doing. And when we're sitting and knitting or crocheting or whatever craft comes
Hi, Matt.
easily to us, it allows us to.
This is a pretty nice moment here,
have
though,
much
Matt.
more patience than we might have otherwise.
Margot
So
is patiently
that's the main
explaining the
purpose
Worcester
of the
City
group. I think it
Council
was
to a
really
council that
brilliant of
doesn't want to hear what it is.
Deb Powers to think about doing
Dope.
that. And we've had
Hats
people
in
come
frame.
and-
We love to see a hats in frame moment, folks. This is one of the best things that could
How do we
happen.
read a city council agenda? And how do we find out what's on the agenda? And how do we know more
I
about
hope
what-
that's Sarah.
The only thing that can make that
It
better
is.
is if that hat was actively
The
mocking
idea of,
Margot,
ways
right?
to distribute items
No, that's
that
Sarah being Margot's
people
hype
who are
woman and
unhoused
being in the
Yeah.
background,
and,
just showing off all their hard work.
to have them be able to pick up items with no barriers, I think is a really wonderful idea. So I just want to show you a few things. I've been making a lot of things. I have.
King is
found
gonna give
other
this
outlets.
person
I'm
as much
really
time as
looking
they
forward
want.
to these
Yeah.
outlets.
This is awesome.
Another point I really want to make is that people who are unhoused or in other desperate circumstances should have access to high quality stuff.
If someone
Be able to have things.
can
that
tell
feel
Sally to
friendly
start pantomiming Margot
make them
speaking
feel
with the
good,
knit
and
hat
make them feel good about
in the
themselves.
frame,
I'm
I think
showing
that
you
would be
a few of the
really
items that I have
a really
made
special
that
thing.
I'm really looking forward to having an outlet for. And if any of you want to know more about what the Knitty Council does, please ask any of us. We do not have actual formal members. We're a very informal group. Any of you are welcome to come. And I'm sure we have things we would really like to learn from some of the other people who've spoken tonight. I'd really like to hear, maybe we could invite.
Oh, look at Kieran sliding in.
Get your
Or is that no? That's not
I
Kieran.
think it's Marco's computer.
Oh, okay. Looked like he was wearing
add
Kieran's
to what we
outfit
do.
for a
So,
second to my
I
eyes.
want to.
Maybe they called each other at a
I
time
also
and
wanna
matched.
give-
That'd be cool. Yeah. Marco's just dressed up in some smart little overalls.
It just sounds like such a well thought out plan for how to.
We should dress Marco up for the meeting.
Access.
Tell him what
I
to
think
wear.
so. That's gonna be a new subscriber benefit. Is you
Dress him up like
dress
a
Marco.
like a doozer from Fraggle Rock.
And then we go in and just eat his computer. we're all dressed as
Chair,
Fraggles.
numbers on mine. Start with the virtual participation now. First member, it's Mitzi Bip. I'm trying to unmute the resident now. Can you please state your full name, city of residence, and the item you're calling on?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
We can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard there was a baby
Fantastic. My
eating
name is
demon
Mitzi
crack
Bouquet.
knitting organization.
I do live right here in town, and I want to speak on item 7A. I would like to show how favorable I am of that one, to raise this police officer age limit to join, raising it from 32 to 38.
This
I
is
really think
exactly what a
important.
person
When this
named Mitzi
was originally
Beppe would.
put down that you can't
sound
join if you're 30 or over
This
the
is,
age of 32.
I've never seen a
At
better
least
policy to
while
get the most
medical wasn't
crooked
as great as it is today, men are
cops
living longer. When I do think in this time, it's
possible.
really
You know,
important that we have as many police officers as possible.
This sounded very
I mean, if we're going to
nondescript.
let
She didn't say
these
Worcester. She
savage
said here
niggers
in
in our
town.
areas, we really need the police officers.
Can we cut
Did you?
off?
Yeah. All right. Fuck you,
Is there
Mitzi.
anyone else who would like to participate virtually?
Mr. Vice Chair, the next speaker
That's
is Matt
awesome.
Mahan. I'm going to try to mute the resident now.
Thank you.
Christian
Say
is
your name and
good.
city of residence.
They dropped
Oh,
an N-bomb.
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Wait, they did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I live here in Worcester.
Oh, I thought Christian was just like, this is stupid.
No.
I'd like to
No,
speak on
yeah,
item
see, yeah.
What was
7A,
the N-bomb?
the city manager providing city
I
council
mean, let's go
report
back and we'll go. You go back later
gender
and
and
watch it.
non-discrimination
Essentially,
policy.
All right, I will put a little,
trolling, but
I'll put a little
Yes,
timestamp.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Note here.
I wanted to read a little speech here. You
6:57.
will never be a real woman. You have no womb. You have no ovaries. You have no eggs. You're a homosexual man twisted.
What the fuck is going
What
on?
the fuck is happening?
Mr. Vice Chair, that's the end of public participation.
Okay.
Bye. I don't. What were they? What was that one even talking about?
We don't
Wow.
I mean,
About
what
how-
item?
I don't
No,
know.
Mr. Chairman, we can
Yeah.
continue to the
Okay.
item.
It was just about
Listen, you fucking losers. You don't know how to troll this city council. You're gonna have to try a lot fucking harder than that.
Yeah.
Don't be so lame. Be
You
cool
can't-
like us.
You can't use their live stream. You have to make your own live stream.
State your name and city of residence.
Levick, and I live right next to Tatnick Square. I'm a Worcester resident. So I wanted to talk about the library, and because me and my daughter go there 3 times a week. Like, she's a toddler, we participate in a lot of the library activities and stuff, and the librarians were telling us how somebody was trying to kick out all of the homeless. So I just showed up tonight trying to, speak on behalf of the people there, because I can honestly say that over the
I hope this
time,
person
the
also
last
tells.
4 years, it has improved.
Yeah, and they gave me a letter,
And
actually.
a lot of the people that I work with need it. I work with.
That would be fucking legendary.
Their safe space. After they get out of St. John's.
I might. Who runs the stream itself? That might have been AJ.
To work to
Potentially.
Chandler Street, the
I
ticket
don't know.
agency.
Whoever it was. Good on him for
Guys were
cutting those
calling
calls
vinyl,
off.
do These 12-hour shifts. They
Somebody
need
needs that bullshit.
space. It's the only safe space, and it's drug free for a lot of our young adults. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Not.
Okay.
It's
Looks like this is the
80%
last one. We'll
drug
be
free.
closing public participation. Please state your name, city of residence, and the item that you're speaking upon.
But we shouldn't be bothered by things like that.
Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm speaking on my petition 7A. Just
Oh, this is the petition that elicited the N-word.
The age limit for officers from 32 to 38. With the current
What
struggle
the fuck?
the department is having with recruiting, I believe that raising the age limit will open the door for a new pool of candidates and allow the city and the department to fill those vacancies. The residency restriction also hinders recruitment, but I know that there's a lot of loopholes with civil service in that matter. But I believe that maybe allowing people who have proven employment in the city within the last 5 to 10 years should qualify to be a police officer in the city they work. If tax revenue is one of the things that they want to keep in the city, if they're already doing it working within the city, I mean, why not as a Worcester police officer? I hope that this should be a realistic conversation between the Executive Office of Diversity and Inclusion and the Worcester Police Department. A lot of officers that serve in Worcester don't even live in the city. They work here, but they don't live in the city. So I think that's something that should be considered.
Thank you, Danny, for your petition. That brings us to the close of public participation. Before we
Matt,
move
it's
on,
unclear.
just want to announce
It's very
two
unclear.
items.
I'll have to go back and review the tape on that one.
C, held under personal privilege.
I think they were saying they were in favor of it, but obviously they didn't really have an
7A,
opinion.
refer to Public Safety Committee.
They probably just got told by Aiden Kearney to call in.
Right.
Should be ranged from 30
Or hey,
to 30.
maybe Donna Colorio. I don't know. Who could say?
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Haji?
Yes.
Council Mayor Carlson? Council Nguyen?
Yeah, pretty wild shit.
Council
Yeah,
Pasillo?
What's being held under personal privilege?
Council Russell?
Nancy?
Council
That's what it
Toomey?
was.
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes. Item 7B to E, refer to traffic and parking taken collectively. Roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Haji?
Yes.
Council Mayor Carlson? Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yes.
Council Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes. Item 7F, refer to Veterans Memorials Parks and Recreation Committee. The item by Jeffrey Killebrew, requesting an opportunity to present the attached.
No, Bergman,
Worcester
let's go.
project.
Cancel.
And roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Oh,
Yes.
what's
Council
wrong?
Haji? Council Mayor Carlson? Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yeah, it is wild to hear somebody say the agenda items clearly.
Toomey? Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes. Item 7G and H, set hearing for January 30, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. regarding conduit location on Pleasant Street and Reed Street. Roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Haji?
Yes.
What a snoozer
Carlson?
meeting. There's nothing on this
Nguyen?
agenda.
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Fire up, Pal World.
Yes.
Council
I know. I
Russell?
need to download Power World.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
Looks great.
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Brendan got me addicted to Fortnite.
Apologize
I
if there's
have been
more
playing
things
that
to
game
it.
so much.
Item
It's kind of a perfect game.
8.1A
Um,
through D,
and
abatement notification
It's a
from
great couch
manager's
co-op game.
office.
And
Does
when you get a
anyone
battle
here
royale,
who
no better
is,
feeling, baby. No better feeling in the world than winning
guilty,
a battle royale.
Please just
We got to play again together.
accept our
I know.
apology that we didn't acknowledge you earlier. We'll take this collectively. Motion to file on a roll call. 8.1A through D. Roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Haji?
Yes.
Council Mayor Carlson?
Yes.
Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yes.
Council Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes. Item 8A.
Jenny said yes very fancily.
Works and Parks, communication relative.
I keep
Yeah.
texting her. She refuses to text me back. I'm getting
Yes,
very annoyed.
Councilor Russell, Chair
I
of
keep-
She knows that people are going to
Chairman,
FOIA her text.
This item was an interesting one that came from.
I'm trying to tell her that she sounds like me when I was a kid, pretending I was sick, so I didn't have to go to school.
Reference from a lot of private streets. I want to make sure I'm talking.
Apparently,
about the
she's
right
too
item.
sick to answer my texts. She's
What is the
doing her
other
job
item?
or something.
Dealing with private streets, maybe we can take them collectively. Do you know the number?
I wonder if we're going to get a rebuttal to Margot's wonderfully passive-aggressive little Knitty Council introduction.
B, is it regarding the snowstorm?
What
alert,
item
or-
number is that?
Nico time.
It's the same item, Councilor
Okay,
Russell. It's the same item as my
The bottom
understanding.
line,
It's
Mr. Chairman,
incorporated
is that
within it.
this- the bottom line is that this item had
The bottom line.
from the law department, bringing out the history of the how the city of Worcester's had to get special state legislation.
It's 11.A
to actually
is the Knitty
service
Council
some of
number.
these private, all of the private streets for that matter, dealing with things like snow work and ice.
Keep those Nicos coming, folks.
Picking up trash.
Nico needs to know that we have a Nico emoji now.
Federal laws, the private streets are considered.
We should
private
sell it
property,
to the city
and,
hall for them to put it on their
work-
city hall issued
Any
phones.
work on a private street is similar to doing work on another portion of a person's private property, like their backyard or in their driveway. And it, the interesting thing that I thought that was in this report that really kind of rang a bell for me was that there is an option in there that I was not aware of previously, that the city, residents of the city, or for that matter, property owners of the city, could get together and petition the city to do some work on a private street, but they'd be charged for it. But I really didn't realize that that was actually an option previously. I always thought that the property owners had to get together and hire their own contractor, which they of course can, or get together and do the work themselves physically, to maintain these private streets. And it's been an issue over and over again. And when we get hit with a snowstorm, some of these private street issues become even elevated even more, because part of dealing with the snowstorm is dealing with the
I got to tell you
snowstorm,
guys something
but also
that I haven't said out loud yet,
being a
because
private
I'm
street and not
like
being
pretty
constructed
devastated by it.
properly, not having proper drainage and all those
I
kinds of
was
issues.
actually
Turn
at
into,
Jenny's house the other day. I was picking Nate,
contentious
her
situation.
landlord,
Folks on-
we
residents that
generously
live on
and
these
wonderfully
streets,
filmed
whether
our
they be property
off
owners
the
or
rails show the
tenants,
other night.
get very frustrated because
And I was
they
picking up the
don't
footage
feel
from him, and I was there. He was like, he was grabbing it, and I was talking to Clementine, and I was trying to get along with her. I was trying to be nice. I was asking her about school and how everything's going. She was saying that she's taking drama class at her school, and I said, "Oh, I used to do theater. I did theater camp at your school. I was in a play at your school." She's like, "Oh yeah, what play?" And I said, "Charlotte's Web." And she's like, "Oh, were you the pig?" And I've never been actually fucking toasted that badly in my life.
Wow.
Just
that you got eviscerated, dude. There's no way around it.
I literally I don't even think I told Jess about it. I was so like ruined by that. It's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Were you the pig? Hey, but were you?
No, I didn't even get the fucking role of the pig. Look at the fucking farmer. You got like 3 lines. Feud back on.
Fiddler on the Roof, 6th grade. I carried a carriage. I was one of the carriage carriers.
Oh.
Can you tell us
very
about
nice. Did you have a number?
Number 3, I believe.
What would be
I meant a song. Sorry, I was using terminology.
No, I didn't have a number. I didn't have a line. That's all right.
Hey, listen, it's tough. The theater's tough, man.
Yeah. I did go to see Beetlejuice. Me and Katie went to see Beetlejuice at the Hanover Theater.
Yeah,
very nice, very nice, very fun. Really liked it.
I love the Hanover. I really think they did a great job with that.
There's 2 special acts that are.
Here's my trainer telling us what's wrong.
That would be the 1984 special act that allows temporary repairs. There's no charge for those temporary repairs, as opposed to more permanent repairs, which is when betterments are assessed. But the process to get it going would be a petition filed by 2/3.
I'm also going to see Jagged Little Pill in April.
2/3 of the abutters to petition the city council, and then it would be the city council to approve the petition.
So just
remember when that was the thing that the townies were mad about? Was when all the photoshops of 2 punching people, kicking people.
A lot of people got mad at us for those.
It's just cool. I don't know.
Amended in the
How do we
1996
lose?
special act to
Here we
go
go.
from $3 a linear foot to $6 a linear foot.
The funniest.
That's the
And when you
ultimate
say
one.
$6 a linear foot, do you mean $6 for the whole street, or both sides of the street, or do you mean $6 per linear foot on property?
George Russell starts asking questions just because he's curious. Dude, literally curious George hour right now.
Talk about it for each side of the street, so it ends up double.
Talking like my trainer's a Home Depot employee.
Special act that says your foot as determined by the commissioner. I think if we have a process, if it's $6 a side, or if it's take the entire length of the street, divide the cost of the repairs. If it comes out to more than $6, then maybe it can't be done by. That was something that I have to work with the commissioner on.
And how many of the property owners would have to petition for that to be done?
To the chair, 2/3 of the property.
And that would be the temporary works, and that might be something like dumping some stones and just grading them out, just a temporary fix.
Through the chair, yes, it's 2/3 of the abutters for either, for the more permanent repairs or for the temporary repairs.
Okay, and then on more permanent repairs, what will we be talking about? Where will we draw the line for that permanent repairs?
That's crazy. Worcester's private roads look like that because they just can't get a 2/3 vote on fixing the roads.
To address such things
That's
as
awesome.
grade, drainage.
Worcester is so incorrigible.
And those items.
I can totally picture that.
For the property owner.
Just some crotchety old 60-year-old divorced guy being like, "No, I'm not voting to fix the road. You fucking fix it."
Welcome, Cryptids. Great to see you. Hope everything's okay. It is pretty great to see King in the chair.
So if someone has a house lot that's 100 feet long, they're gonna-
Coincidence, King gets in the chair, and all of a sudden, public comment, we have some of the most overt racism we've ever heard on
Wild.
the program.
Huh. Hey, where's Joe Petty? Huh? Could he be calling in? Using fake voices?
I was always
Who can
told-
say? Who can
Imagine
say?
Joe Petty is just really good at sounding like a young woman. He calls it. That was actually him on the phone. It's like he does one impression well.
converted and done over.
It's just like, oh, you want to hear me sound like an assumption student?
Full-time way, or they could do it on a, there was one in the middle too, I forget what one in the middle was, but it was also very.
Oh.
But that would not.
Remind me to talk to you about that off air,
care and
Bill.
perpetuity.
Bring up assumption
So,
student, because I got
so
an
this is a
interesting
big
thing
help.
that happened.
I really think it's a great report.
All right.
I'm glad the administration gave it to us. I
That's
think
with your
Travis
logo.
killed
I
an
got
assumption
an
student.
intern. No, I got an intern. She reached out to me.
Yeah. No, talk to me off air. I'm kind of recreating the plot of From Hell.
Communicate with each other. And they have to get
But check out this mouse pad I got.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. 1-800-BOO-SOULS. Look at that. Look at that. High definition, disgusting brothers mouse pad. Crunchy peanut butter. Rummaging to fruition. I love it. I love the disgusting brothers.
One person owns one side of the street and the other person.
Bro, as an assumption student.
You out, pal.
Travis, you really want to.
I don't have a basement.
She's in the attic.
You can take the total number of property owners.
That's
on the
where I
property.
am.
Did anybody see the Oscar noms today? Oscar nominations?
No.
Fucking Iron Claw, man. Zac Efron got snubbed. Absolute horse shit.
And I'd like this to come to Public Works.
What's Iron Claw?
It's about the Von
Counselors,
Erich pro wrestling family in Texas.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
It's really good. It was
Did
really.
anybody else?
Questions to the.
Hey, shut the fuck up, dude.
I went and saw Poor Thing yesterday.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Really
I
good.
got nominated.
Yeah.
I saw American Fiction today. Is incredible. This is true. My friend, I believe, but also my former coworker, Greta Gerwig, snubbed for Best Director. Absolute horseshit.
My personal friend and former coworker.
Clarify through the chair. I just got a little confused on this.
I
So
assume we're friends. I consider her a friend. I don't know how she feels, but
and I.
if we'd ever
my
met
car
on set, then I would know better. But
Right.
now it's up in the air.
Killers of the Flower Moon should win, I think.
Private street, but my front door isn't on the private street.
Even though it got a little preachy at the end there.
Through the chair.
Just kidding. I
Jack
like
White cameo though, pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Solicitor trainer.
Poor Thing is just dark Wes Anderson.
Solicitor trainer.
Through the chair of the council.
But that's that guy's whole shtick. He's just like edgy Wes Anderson.
Yeah, yeah.
But a person who owns
Go
property
Burger
along the
too.
private
Listen,
street, they sign
we're trying to get
their
all
right to
local productions into the Best Picture category. We got Holdovers, we got American Fiction. We needed Good Burger too.
in a private parking lot, you get towed by the owner of the building. You can do that in a private way.
So through the chair, so if I own a piece of property.
Oppenheimer was a really good movie, though. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
I loved it in IMAX.
That gets confused with our.
Oh hell yeah!
Program, so I would just go with the no parking.
Wait, Burn After you're BG. You're doing BG acting. We got to talk about this
let's say
sometime.
the corner lot,
Whoa,
the front door
that's
is on
sick.
another street, and can
Oh, yeah,
those-
Eric.
do they have any
Through the
legal?
through the chair, as long as you own property along the line of that
Oh,
private
okay.
street.
All right, all
You
right.
can-
So anybody that owns property along the line, it doesn't have to be like, your address doesn't have to be on that street.
No, it's if you control the
My
property along the
my street growing up, the whole length of it was private until our circle,
I just thought this very,
and
very interesting.
it's
I
one of the
didn't know
worst
this. I never
like
put up
streets in Worcester.
handicap parking
And
space.
Wait, is it like a cul-de-sac where only the sack is paved?
It's a circle at the end, at the top. It's a mile long street going up Airport Hill, and then they developed a circle at the end of it in the 80s, and then the circle is all sidewalks and is public, maintained by the city. The rest of the length, the whole mile or so, was private and awful. You couldn't drive up it in the winter. We get stuck every day coming home from school, and many times my mom and her friends tried to get them to turn it public, and the rest of the people around the street were like, no fucking way. Which sucks because it was awful.
We can assist people that live on private streets, and I could just tell
Society of the Snow. That is an interesting movie. I like that movie.
Oh, I gotta watch that. It's the same. I mean, it's the same story as Alive, right?
I believe, yeah, it's the Chilean.
The rugby team or whatever. Soccer team.
Rugby team.
Yeah.
It reminds me that I had a meme to make from that Society of the Snow.
It may not sound like
to
a lot,
make
but
fun
a
of
lot
some of our skater friends. Because by the end of the movie, they all look like Worcester skaters.
Can't have these folks communicate with each other and see if
This was Wildwood Ave. Cryptid. I grew up on Wildwood Ave.
So it's rather disappointing to find out now that exists, but I guess
paved, but barely.
Never. So I know this isn't a particular.
In fact, one time my dad was driving down Wildwood Ave, and a sinkhole opened up in the entire road, and he drove a PT Cruiser into it.
Number and name.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen. That was a real deal life-threatening danger.
Wait, I remember the PT Cruiser in the sinkhole.
I have a stand-up bit about it.
Among themselves, if 2/3.
Wait, hold on. That was who was that? That was in the PT Cruiser. That's your dad.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That was on the news, dude.
Yeah. It did still run afterwards. They dragged it out of there and dried it out, and I drove it for 4 more years.
I remember like exactly where I was sitting when I saw that video. I was in the old Worcester magazine office.
There's a video. I've never seen a video. I didn't know there was a video of it.
What? Oh my god! I hope I'm not misremembering two things here.
That car also got hit on West Boylston Street when my brother was parked outside of a tattoo parlor getting a tattoo, and there was that guy. There was one guy driving like 100 miles an hour up West Boylston Street.
Yeah,
and he smashed into a bunch of cars and smashed the PT Cruiser. And then my brother was on the news. It's like one of those wild local towny interviews. It's really funny. He's like 19. It's adorable.
That's the information that this city has been giving out for years, and it's not full. It's not all the information's not all there. Let's update that information. I sent that out just a couple of days ago.
You know, George, I agree.
On a private street that were complaining about conditions, telling them that these are the rules. Let's update these rules. Let's get it done as soon as possible. And Mr. Chairman, this $6 amount that we came up with, that we found on special state legislation, what year was that in? Through you to the
1984, like every other policy in the city of Worcester.
$6 amount put on
To solicitor trainer or to the administration?
To the chair, to the council, 1996.
So 1996. So
cool.
Here we are, 30 years later, right? And we're still stuck with that $6 number.
I think we've permanently lost George Seption, and
he probably heard us say that.
The TV's in the front of the room now, and I got big problems with that because we don't want to have to make George Seption change their screen name.
That was put in place, whatever that number would be at today. If you take the cost of living increases times all those years, what that $6 per linear foot should be in today's dollars.
Shout out
Because
Ben
they
White
asked-
for being a subscriber.
Obviously. with-
Oh,
Thanks for
what up, Ben?
subscribing,
Thanks,
Ben.
Ben.
And also to have in it the home rule petition that there would be automatic cost of living.
That's great, Ben.
increases, tied into
We're
it,
almost
so
at
that we don't
10.
have to go back to the legislature
That's
every couple of years
that's
to ask them
our
to
first goal is
raise it,
to
but
10 subscriptions. So
I think that that's the problem.
And then after that, 20.
then trillion.
We go to 30.
Thank you,
That's
Councilor
Jess's
Russell.
choice.
So with
If-
item
it definitely won't
8A,
happen before 10.
sorry,
Let me put it
8.8A,
that way. At 10, the possibility of it
further
happening opens
Public
up.
Works,
All right.
and
Well, there you go.
also
It's 20.
public safety to
Let's
address
get it to
the
20,
public
and then we get
safety
Roman.
issues, for this communication roll call.
Hey, can you put
Alright, let's
emojis in a
continue.
Canva?
Three motions.
Yeah, I think so, right?
You want to read the first three motions?
You just have to get your emoji
Yeah.
keyboard set up on your OS.
Or you just copy and paste them from the internet.
Oh, yeah.
A. And we also have three additional
Shout out to the
motions.
smart
on
guy.
here.
We're at
The first
10?
one is to
Oh,
Councilman's
Emmett.
motion,
And Ben, you
that we
gifted
get
one too,
the
Ben.
names of the private streets and
What a
those-
mensch.
Those streets by linear foot.
We just started a hype train. I don't even
did
know
start a hype
necessarily what that
train.
means.
I don't know, but we're at 93%.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for getting us to 11
of the private street
subscriptions. Molly,
no, that
so
was-
That's awesome.
we're Twitch affiliates now.
The information that was brought forth.
Affiliates.
To be
If
added
you
to the
subscribe to our
existing
channel,
document
we
that
make
talks about
a
private
sweet,
streets
sweet cash
and
off of that.
repairing
In return, you get access to special emotes, which everyone should drop in the chat so Molly could see them. And then also Thursdays, every other Thursday, school committee meetings, we're going to be streaming those. And that's going to be a subscriber only stream. We're also developing some other ideas, things you could do, things you'll get. If people have thoughts on it, we want to hear them. But we're coming up with some other ideas of what we can do. We'll definitely do some special streams that'll be subscriber only.
Councilor Bergman?
But mostly it lets us do more, spend more time, expand our programming, and we're excited about it.
Yo,
Russell?
Yes.
Reggie QQQ just gave 10 community subs.
Gee, incredible.
That's
Incredible.
awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is.
Meeting information relative to
Thank
school
you. That's
plow
amazing,
contractors, conflict of interest form, and also communication.
That hype
relative
train
to
is
January
flying right now.
snowstorm recap.
Dude, we can get some totes.
Does
We
anyone
can
like
make
to
some
speak on
totes.
this, before we
We can do
Okay,
totes. We got a lot of options we can do.
Totes would be cool.
We're on level 4 hype train.
Mr. Chair, just clarify 8.9.
Next thing you know, we're going to be Hassan Piker. People are going to be making spreadsheets of how long it takes us to go to the bathroom.
Yes. Councilor Gloria?
Yes.
I'm only seeing level
Councilor
2.
Gia?
Yes.
Councilor Merrill Carlson?
Yes.
Councilor Nguyen?
Yes.
Councilor Hayda?
Yes.
Councilor Basillo?
Yes.
Councilor Russell?
Yes.
Councilor Toomey? Mr. Vice
I have to switch over to
item 8.
a different browser so that I can throw up my name without having to ask Travis.
For the traffic and parking.
Because that's how official we're getting here. I have back end privileges.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Councilor Bergman? Yes.
And it's great.
Yes.
Councilor Gia?
Definitely a
Councilor
misstep
Carlson?
on
Councilor Nguyen?
the part of Brian and
Councilor
Travis
Hayda?
to do this, but
Councilor Basillo?
All
Councilor
Brian.
Russell?
Don't wrap me into that.
Toomey?
I'll give it to anybody. Anybody can have our login. I don't care. You just got to do cool stuff.
yeah, this came out really well, so I'm very excited to share it.
That is absolutely true. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription. If your parents have it, they're probably not using their free Twitch subscription. So by all means, use it for us, or gift it, or do whatever you want. Cryptid, we actually would love to talk to you, and I think Troubler had mentioned something about being proficient on Twitch as well. We'd love to have a conversation and figure out what we could be doing better or different, or what
Dr. Castillo come forward.
what
before
have
we begin
you.
our deliberation, just kind of share some of the highlights.
Yeah, it's all,
relative to the
all
work
under
that's
the
going
Amazon
into
family
this and the
tree.
work that we're doing to specifically look at those areas of saturation.
All right, I'm going to send this to Worcester Hates You.
Dr. Castillo.
So through
I
the
think it's
chair,
pretty good.
we outlined some of the
I'll give
things that
that.
we're working on. And in
What is
particular,
this?
to talk about the hotspot
This is
areas
this is
is,
Society of the
Oh.
Snow.
some of the things that
It's
we're
the
doing
Chilean
and we look forward to doing
cannibal
is
rugby
certainly
team.
that we have over the past year really
But they
looked
look
at
like
mobile access to
kids
to
at
treatment.
Worcester.
We worked with UMass to bring the road to care that goes out into the
So if you see that on
community, and
Worcester
they're
Hates Here, you know where it came
providing
from.
medical care along with addiction and mental health care for people in the community.
No, we're allowing moderators are
We also
allowed
have
in.
the
They're not
mobile
management, so
methadone van
we're
through Spectrum
good.
that goes out into the community. They're at this moment giving about 120
Boy, I hope,
clients
do
daily
you need anything?
methadone
Are you
care
good?
in the
Can we help
neighborhood.
you with anything?
So those are just some of the things. We've also worked to get addiction care into the ambulance. So now Worcester EMS carries Suboxone. We know that
Thanks, Matt, for
50% of
subscribing.
people who are
Hi, Matt. Welcome
who are
to the
having an
team.
overdose, if they
How do you guys see when someone
survive,
subscribes? I don't see
that
it.
they may
We're
refuse
going back
treatment
to the
hospital, and
Twitch
so therefore,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
hub
watching
whenever
Twitch.
when Ben is letting us know when someone
EMS, along with the
subscribes.
state,
So I
to
think I mentioned at the beginning of the
license them to
stream,
be able to
when people subscribe, let us know
provide
because we can't
Suboxone
see
in
it
the
in stream time.
ambulance.
So
Um,
we're
and
working
certainly
on our
working
alerts.
with the community to look at the programs that are in the community. What can we do to assist them? Certainly talking to people in recovery to figure out some of their needs, and truly through our task force.
Oh
we
man,
have a
Mass
list
Health.
of
What
what we have there.
it was a nice few years when I had socialized medicine, and now I have supposedly good
realizing that
insurance,
housing
and
is
it's a
probably the
fucking
most
nabname.
important thing that we can do.
Mass Health rocks. You don't need
Nobody's
anything
going to
else.
recover without a
I
roof
love it.
over their heads, and so
And
housing
like,
is
you
critically
know,
important.
if
Whether
you need to
is
report a certain
transitional
amount of
housing,
income in Mass
again,
Health
with
to
solar
qualify,
housing, is important.
just do
We've
it.
looked at harm reduction pieces that are
Figure it out later.
important, and certainly working.
Say, whoops, I'm sorry.
30 Narcan boxes out in the community, along with fentanyl strips. That's what our
Shout out
outreach
Neil
workers
Burt,
do,
and
and
now
they've
we're
been
on
doing
level
that in
4 of the hype
collaboration
train.
with the other
Oh, let's keep this hype train going. Tell your friends and family. Neil, thank you so much.
It's a great start. Thank you so much.
You guys are incredible.
Per the rules, I'm going to step down and ask a couple of specific questions and ask Councilor Toomey as a senior, or as the next councilor to chair this.
Wow.
Give me all your loving, all your Twitch subscriptions too.
Thank you.
Oh,
Madam
wait a
Chair,
second, Bill. Is that going to be
the
one of our
administration,
subscription levels? Is
I
parody
definitely, again,
songs?
appreciate this. I did one of the things that I
Oh my
was
God.
focusing on.
Yeah.
Data tracking.
If you subscribe with the highest level, I will
that
personally
mentioned here. I know
voicemail
that,
you an
you've
off-the-cuff
been working on
parody
this,
song
that's
about
one of the
anything that I know
aspects
about you.
that we're going to see some
Subscribe
growth.
now at the highest level.
And DM us your phone number.
And then DM us your phone number, and I will leave you a
About
voicemail like it's
two
wait, don't
objectives
call me.
with data integration. One is creating a centralized data
Wow.
repository.
I'm on the
city
Twitch
website
back end now, and this is like a
with
spaceship.
information on the
It's
overdoses,
really hard to
mortality
figure
rates,
out.
incarceration rates, demographics,
Top.
social determinants of health, etc.
Jessica is
Second
top
objective,
tier
continue
subscriber.
utilizing GIS technology to integrate spatial
Okay,
data.
so Jess deserves
holistic understanding of
voice.
Shout out Brian for
hotspot
gifting.
location. Increase
Let's
communication,
see if I can
collaboration with partners, and create a data sharing.
And just so you know, I don't know how if it shows up for you guys when you're subscribing. Tier 3, the highest tier, you are one of Nico's angels. So that is important.
Of having
and I think we're going to develop some special more Nico-centric emotes. Maybe sexy Nico, Nico Suave will be added to the
I don't think that anything
to the
that we
lineup.
do in public health can function without data. Data is the most important thing that we need so that we can act upon it.
That's a good question. What is the deal with that? I don't think we've dealt with that since we started this show.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to ask a smart person about that. I have no idea.
Is it next votes? Number of votes in line?
It might be top vote getter, which would be to me. Yeah.
Collaborating with the health entities in our community
Yeesh.
to look at what they're seeing.
That's
people
tough.
Who come in with an overdose, or people who are
How many subs did we say before Roman came on?
touch points. What
We
has
did
the
say 20.
So I
Is
set
what
it
I
to
believe Phil
30
said.
because it came too quick. So
to
5
create
more.
other things as part of that data. That's
Wow,
All
thank
right.
you, everyone. Very
5 more.
generous.
Thank you. And,
What is the
in my
hype
new
train?
role as chairman of Urban Innovation, Technology, and Environment.
Feels good though.
Technology aspects.
Feels good to be on it. I'll tell you that much.
I've never seen the hype train before. I don't understand it.
Issues that come with that.
I don't
social
necessarily
determinants of
like it.
health, access.
But all I
to
know is now that I'm
services,
on it, I never want to
housing,
stop, and
and
I
all
need
those things.
to
That
make
there's
We are-
so many
more.
different things that we have to look
Folks,
at.
we are never
Harm
getting off the hype
reduction,
train.
education,
I hate to
recovery,
tell you guys, but the
treatment
hype train is
access.
over.
Well,
This
I'm gonna be
team is
chasing that dragon for the rest of my
perhaps
life.
can
We
help
beat a
us
level 4
obtain
hype train,
additional
which is
grant
pretty
funding.
great for our first hype
We know
train.
that we're doing
Hell
this
yeah.
What,
with
what do you?
and-
How do you know? You don't know that.
governor's
What are you
office,
talking
and who
about?
knows
What do you mean?
what's
Yes, I do.
forward.
I watch Twitch.
One
Oh,
of the items I
okay,
had on
you
last
know.
week was looking at
Some
what's the
creators,
hype train?
some
office
creators,
for
if
grant
you
writing,
beat a level 5 hype
to
train, they'll
assist
give
departments
something
in all the
away.
work that
Like
they
my
do.
favorite
And I
streamer,
really hope
Bruce
to
Green, will give
see
away a
some
video game that he's
increase
playing.
in staffing in this particular department, HHS.
And we can adjust where
Given
those
the
numbers
challenges
hit.
that we have. City manager
Interesting.
has already
All right. If we hit 1,000 subscriptions tonight,
Yeah, it's mostly that.
I will give away my
and things of
Disgusting
that nature.
Brothers
So this is extremely important
mouse
work. I know
pad.
it's a CIT.
You're gonna be so mad if we hit
work
that.
with crisis
So get
intervention
that hype
team,
train going, folks.
work with
1,000
both
subscriptions tonight, and
population,
I give away
number of staff
my
members,
Disgusting Brothers
professionals,
mouse pad.
1,000.
and I really think it makes
Shit,
sense for us as a
100
city to
subscriptions
break
tonight, and I
some
give
of
away
this
my
now and not just leave it
prized
as a
possession.
public safety
And I
concern,
cry a little bit.
Madam Chair. And I hope
Bill,
that
is
as
that
we get
the original
technology
Massachusetts
up
flag
and
hat?
running, one of the things I'll be looking at in my
Original
particular
Maine flag.
committee
Maine, okay, because Massachusetts has like a similar
shelter,
like
Yeah.
flag like that from like
and I
way
strongly
back.
appreciate this.
Yeah, it's
You know,
from
last
1918 or
thing that
something.
I'll say,
My
you know,
aunt bought
is
patches of
I'm
it
quite
and
sure
sewed them
you're
onto
aware
winter hats and
we're
gave them to
concerned
everyone as a
related to
gift.
data,
Very wholesome.
Very cool.
pertains to
Yeah, it looks like
confidentiality, folks who are on the ground
China
in the
if
field
China was in New
doing
England.
work.
You know, it's just like
I'm
it's
not
just a
asking
star
necessarily for
in a
a
pine
long,
tree.
answer to this, but
It's a very
quite sure
communist
that
looking flag.
as we collect data,
I'm about it.
I guess that would be a question. As we collect our data,
That there you go. Yeah,
tend to take
Roman
steps
has a
to ensure
Valentine's themed
trust
robe
is
that
there
he
or has
loves to
eroded,
wear.
is
So
established and solidified
you
by
can-
being very
30
sensitive
subs and we're
during data collection.
we're at it.
Sure.
Yeah, I used to see this flag in when I worked in Charlestown.
Will be de-identified.
All
It is
the time,
basically to tell us
and
who in particular race, ethnicity.
it seems like
age,
such a no-brainer to make the
someone
Massachusetts
who is
flag that.
using substances, and then
There you go, Bill.
What do we think? What do we think about this? Because I will, but it has to be for like a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for 20 subs.
Let's all right. Hold on. Charlie, keep it in your back pocket. Let's once we kind of get our wrap our brains around what all of this is and what our levels are and stuff like that, then we can start to figure out like what is
The real challenge.
what is a stretch goal for Bill to streak through city council chambers.
I won't show my dick and balls for no money, but there is a level.
Not on the stream. Just to be clear, this will not be on the stream.
I do have
Twitch.
my-
We're not saying that he will show anything
I
on the
do-
stream. He will not for any amount of
I
money.
do have my price though.
We have reduction of
This would be
on a
off
different
camera.
website.
Yeah, off camera in the real world has
For
nothing to
parody
do with this.
purposes.
Subscribe to
For
his
no one to
Patreon.
see, no one would see it.
in
It's
Worcester,
not.
The hub of
Don't
Worcester,
get us kicked off of
it
Twitch right when we started
certainly increases
doing
these
hype
challenges.
trains.
Madam Chair, the
Can't
last
lose
thing
my
I
hype
have
train.
is a
No, we're
comment.
not like a. There's nobody
I'm
in
very
Twitch listening
pleased to
to us.
see the intersection.
Oh, they
with
totally,
public schools
they totally
that's
let
going on
people
here. We
like
know
we've
we have
had
a high
random Twitch
population of folks,
people in our
who are
streams
sheltered,
before.
Okay.
who are not in a stable
Well,
living
I will
environment
be
as
a
young
little
people
more
as they try
careful
to
than
learn.
that.
We have an education committee. I think
I
that's
miss
gonna
the
be
good
very
old days when I could
interested
say
in this,
whatever I
and
wanted.
Very, very much hope that we're able to parse some of these out
Yeah.
and really take
Now
a
we're
look
now we're
holistically,
corporate shills
at
for
the challenges that we have. Thank you,
Silicon
Madam Chair.
Valley.
Thank you.
For
Thank
Jeff
you, Dr.
Bebos.
Steele. I know that Councillor Gi had her hand raised prior to doing so. I do want to
Well,
disclose
you
that
got
I
Kate
do work
doing me.
for Worcester County Sheriff's Office in full disclosure. There's no conflict or anything, but I just wanted to disclose that. Thank you.
Sure, there isn't.
Why'd you have to get up to that chair to say that?
Why? Yeah. Why did she sit up
Thank
there
you,
to say
Councilor
that?
Toomey, for the transparency. Very much appreciate. That's very important work that's being done in the community.
Yeah, so we can see
You
who's
don't
in
have to
chat.
say that, Kristen. You know that that's not true.
Thank you, Chairman King. Appreciate that. Dr. Castillo, this is a
So
very,
we can
very
see
good
like
report.
names. I don't want to
It's
blow
heartbreaking
anybody's
to see
spot
that.
up, but there are some interesting names in our.
We have this many deaths. This reflects
Hi to the people that
hundreds
aren't
of
in our
thousands of
chat but are
Americans
watching
that
us.
are dying,
Oh.
as of the most recent data
What
a
does
year.
that
So
mean?
it is
Yeah,
a
please
huge
tell us in the
crisis, and
background.
I really appreciate that you're also delineating
We
which
could add
populations
misgender
is
encounter. That would be, we'd get too high. I think the
one
number
of the
would go
things
too
that
high.
I would love to, in the form of a motion, make tonight is ask you to please, through the administration, bring back a report regarding the feasibility and the benefits
Who
of
misgendered
establishing
too?
overdose prevention centers or OPCs. Particularly, I'm interested in this report to also learn some of their most recent data that On Point New York City, which is an organization that has 2 overdose prevention centers
Oh, thanks,
that have
Jess.
received quite an acclamation recently regarding how
What
much they
happened?
saved lives and
Aw.
also reduced crime and other quality of life
She
issues.
wants to
So
put Roman
if
on.
we could have that report back, I would love to see if the chairman of public health would agree to also have that in public health committee, and would love to learn from your experience. And I know some of you also visited other sites. So I'd like to make that in form of a motion, Chairman King. Thank you.
Thank you. That was on point.
Okay.
On Point, New York City.
Here's
Thank you.
a question. What are
Councilor Leon.
bits? What are bits?
They're 1 penny tips, is what they are. They are
Give us your
they're
bits.
1 penny.
Administration for giving
We
us
will take
this
them,
report.
but they are, just so you know, they're 1 penny
I
tips.
really
Give us your little bits.
and the partnerships that's there, from the village to Worcester Public School to El Bueno to the AIDS Project Worcester. I think it's
Kimber,
really
you doxed yourself? I didn't catch that. You might be all right.
so I just wanted to do a quick motion.
30 total
request
bits.
the city manager allocate funding to support
So we that's
increasing
only a few more
community
subscriptions.
education. I think that was a really important thing that you hit upon regarding overdose prevention and intervention, as well as, you know, when we do this type of work with the community, you know, stipending people, adults,
Where?
and anyone who's involved in that is really important. I know throughout
Correct.
the years that I've been
Yeah.
here, every counselor has been open to that.
So I'm
and yeah,
poking around on the back end, and I see this pretty interesting
Councilor
button. It
Haji,
just
I
says
mentioned, I
delete
think,
channel.
having our
Is that something that?
Probably for the best.
and I know that we often
There's
a
a
few times
I
talk
should just
about
press
the
that, right?
Viewer
If it looks
piece.
compelling to
cool.
me.
I would hope to
That's
see
cool,
how,
Reggie. Thank you for that info.
thank you.
Interesting.
So yeah, when you guys subscribe, then we get a cut essentially of the subscription.
Councilor Russell.
Oh, that's the same as true if we ran ads. Then we would get a cut of that. Which I'm adverse to doing. But
Yeah, same.
if there might be some angles we do it that it's not too. It's the mid-roll ads that I don't want to have to take a break during the show.
If we could time out the ads with those Star Spangled Banner, that would be perfect.
Right. Well, you can make it, I think, so you only get pre-roll ads. But it's tough. I don't know. We gotta do more research.
Yeah, what are the ads even going to be? It's just like whatever Twitch wants, right?
Yeah, it'll be tailored. It
We
won't
can't
be
do
like our
ads
ads.
for like Fairway Beef.
Well, so if we wanted to do that, we could just we would just run our own ads on channel.
Yeah.
Which is what I think we should be doing. We should be making and airing our own commercials.
Okay, well, we need
so.
an ad. We need an ad guy. Ad
Councilor
guy.
Castillo, Dr. Castillo.
Thank you. Through the chair to the counselor, I think a lot of the work that is being
I've
done
seen streamers use their ads for breaks and literally tell viewers to just mute until he comes back. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of all right with a break.
If the only issue that I have like thinking about is that like we never know when something important is going to happen on the city council meeting.
Oh yeah, right. And then
So
we get break boat.
yeah, on a different, if we're doing different shows like Power Hour and stuff like that, I think it's fine to do. But for this specifically, I think it's tough.
And our numbers indicate that our numbers are
Yeah,
extremely,
Eric. Yeah, absolutely.
spite of all that, there's a lot of issues besides that when we look at thinking
We should
about
open up a paid YouTube link service
people with
where you
addiction,
pay us
whether they decide
and
to
we'll
do
play your
medication
favorite
or
YouTube
not,
video.
or their beliefs regarding medication.
That's pretty good. Like that.
$1.
Well, I mean, Bill,
video on the stream.
that could be a watch stream where people send us videos that we watch and react to once a week. That's content. That's not a bad idea.
$1. Venmo. Direct. We're cutting out Twitch on that one.
That would be good too if like Travis, if you just we have no idea what they're gonna be. You just play videos that get sent to you for us.
Yeah.
Just
all like
100%. Yeah.
People will come, they will exchange syringes.
That's very
But the main piece is that they're talking to people, they develop relationships, and then
I think
able to
what I was looking at when I was looking at Encrypted though, you can't really choose. You can snooze ads to a certain extent when you want to, but you can't really choose when they come up. You kind of have to play them within a window during the show. So I'm not sure how much we could work around that.
is also bring people in.
I'm in soft mom cheered a bit.
Give us your bits.
And there's a button here to run a 60-second ad. I'd be curious if we can run an ad before we sign off just to see what happens.
Yeah, maybe we do it.
Provide a place for people to be.
Yeah.
Again, it's a place, and
We don't have an ad schedule set up though, so I'm curious about what that means. Maybe we do that on the next one. We start.
Are we talking like Spotify numbers here? Like we get like every time we run an ad, we get like 0.006 cents.
Supposedly we get 55% or like 40% and then 55% if it's a certain length ad of the ad revenue. So I don't know what that
I
means.
did support that item that you're referring to.
Oh, this is a brave new world.
Way back when, that was.
I like Substack. They rip you off, but it's transparent. 10% off the top.
Satisfied that.
And you're like,
show me how you're ripping me off.
Yeah, you're like, all right, I'm a
Show me what
writer. That works for me.
To see what kind of impact it had, not only on the.
Just
it's a little bit obscured.
I think Brendan might get mad at me, but I just sold all my Bitcoin the other day.
Don't tell Brendan that.
Yeah, man. He said to hold until March.
He's gonna start talking about the halving again. We don't want that.
I think it's getting.
We don't
I
want
think
that, folks.
it was drop. It hit a peak and then it was dropping off. I was like, I'm done with this.
Donna Calorio.
I already made my money on
Thank
it.
you.
3 years ago.
As my colleagues stated before me,
Councilor
this is
Donna Calorio weighing in on overdoses here.
opioid
Let's go.
crisis is really depressing.
Oh, here's
and
the ad break
sad.
time.
When you say this fatality increased by 15.7% statewide, but Worcester exceeds that by 17,
look at that.
the rate of 17.8. Preliminary
Oh,
data
thanks,
for January to
Jess.
September 2023 shows an 11% increase
Interesting,
in
Cryptid.
opiate-related
That's great.
fatalities. Through the chair to Dr. Castile, in the report that you're going to provide us, I would appreciate your expert opinion of what's not working. Why
Padokin, he is apparently calling in prank phone calls during the public participation.
Things that
we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, set up a poll.
Our goal collectively is
see what people think.
Opiate deaths and mortality.
Well, we have. It's not like it's we have
fatality,
to.
I'm sorry.
We have to specify.
So,
I don't think we can just get an open response.
There are many different.
Okay,
models
he's
out there. There's many different programs. There's many different ideas.
He's
But what have you seen
stupid
that
idiot. One.
tried and you say,
Oh, he's in the
definitely
dumb
data
hospital.
shows that that's not working. So we can see that these are the things
He
that people work towards.
is.
So I would appreciate that in the report as well. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Sorry, I started listening to Donna and I lost my brain for a second.
Donna, so that was, I don't know if anyone was really tuning in to Donna, but that was some peak Donna there. She goes, so the opioid rates of overdose deaths are going up. And, I just want you to include in this report, Castillo, what's your expert opinion? What is going on? What are we doing wrong?
provide
What is
a
going
link
on?
to the On Point's latest annual report.
To
which
hear the
gives
like
a
Attell
broad
speak and then
swath
hear
of
Donna
data
Florida
around
speak, it's just
neighborhood
like,
crime and
how are
theft
these
data
people on the
and,
same political
homelessness
board? Right?
calls and also saving lives. It would be hopefully easier for the counselors to see a broader view of that report. Thank you.
Thank you.
We need a
very happy to hear that
button
clearly
for
we as
bids
a
for
body
Donna Colorio
are
looking
looking
frightened and
to
frazzled.
do things differently and move this.
I think we might
move
find
on
it
and
from a
try to
screenshot of this
work on
meeting.
this collectively in a different manner. So the item is
Right at 7:45.
item 819A to be referred to public health along with the 3 motions and amendments that were proposed. Can we do a roll call?
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Hajia?
Yes.
Council Member Carlson?
Yes.
Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yes.
Council Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes. I believe next is item 8.30, transmitting information.
Was there
and
another one today?
communication relative to Fiscal
hadn't
year
heard.
All right, start a new poll.
2024 financial update as of December 31, 2023. Is there anyone to speak?
Yeah,
on
we're
this
enjoying
item
it.
from the council? Okay. Motion is to send to municipal operations and municipal and legislative operations. Roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Hajia?
Yes.
Council Member Carlson? Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yes.
Council
Thanks, Jack.
Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes, item 8.35.
Oh,
finance
Cambridge, you
items,
get your
grants,
t-shirt?
and donations. Item 8.35.
No, we're working on it.
G, along with 8.36A and 8.37A and B to adopt on a roll.
Was there another sweep today? Didn't hear about that.
Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
No, that's
Yes.
what,
Council Hajia?
I'm curious about that as well.
Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
I was too busy walking around
Council
my
Pasillo?
nice apartment.
Yes.
Council Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Hit that.
Yes.
I think we need a reconsideration on this items.
I'm sorry.
Or do we need a reconsideration? on these
Because
items?
you were a
Mr.
first
McCarthy?
supporter.
Motion for reconsideration.
Yeah,
So
you
you
get
got
a
the
first.
next tier
Council
up.
Bergman?
No.
Council Calorio?
No.
Council Hajia?
No.
Council Member Carlson? Council Nguyen?
No.
Council Ojeda?
No.
Council Pasillo?
No.
Council Russell?
No.
Council Toomey?
No.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
No.
The
Item
Commenters Union
8.9
69 shirt
information
really does translate
relative
perfectly to a badge
community-
format.
the update on the
Pretty sick.
administration.
A little bit of
of American
serendipity
Rescue
there.
Plan Act,
That's
ARPA
been in
funding,
existence long before
on this matter.
the badges have.
Okay, looking forward to sending this to municipal operations. That'll be the motion. Roll call.
Council Bergman?
Yes.
Council Calorio?
Yes.
Council Hajia?
Yes.
Council Member Carlson? Council Nguyen?
Yes.
Council Ojeda?
Yes.
Council Pasillo?
Yes.
Council Russell?
Yes.
Council Toomey?
Yes.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes, motion to adopt item 9A.
Like, I'm sure Jenny isn't
All
really
right.
feeling well.
Sorry.
Doesn't it
Okay,
sound
roll
like
call.
she's putting it on a little
Mr.
bit
Chairman, just
thick
to
every
clarify,
time
this
she
is
says
the
yes?
Library board election, which we'll have in a
She's
few weeks.
trying to win
Yes, this
sympathy.
is
She
the communication.
doesn't want Ray
yeah.
Mariano to write an article about her
Any
being
information
absent.
regarding the filling of one.
Eric, that's
All right.
such a good idea.
1,000
Council Bergman?
subscribers
Calorio?
today,
Yes.
and
Hajia?
I'll put this
Council
in the
Member
mail
Carlson?
for you
Council Nguyen?
This
free of
cheer
charge
is so good.
Pasillo?
Yes.
Council
for
Russell?
Yes.
the
Toomey?
lowly
Yes.
500 subscriptions today, and
Yes,
I will
item
go streaking in the
9B,
city council
motion
chamber.
to file.
Chairman?
500 for streaking,
Yes.
1,000 for the
Counselor
mouse
Russell,
pass.
District
These are
3.
the subcommittee meetings.
Okay, that's
they're
interesting.
all-
What, and maybe it turned on
Yeah,
ads but automatically. I thought we had them turned off, but
just
I'll
a
look into that.
suggestion for the suggestion box
If
that
anybody, if we
they
get an ad
reconsider
break,
the
let us
timing
know.
on the one in-
Yeah,
We probably won't
uh,
be
Just
a
on
limit of
Valentine's
it
Day. I
in
wouldn't
streaming.
expect a big crowd there on Valentine's Day.
I was going to
Thank
comment
you.
on that, but that's just
All
a
right.
verbal suggestion.
Winning option is playing Switch at
Is that right?
Jenny's.
Okay, suggestion to the
There we
chair
go.
for Valentine's Day.
You
Alteration
knew
of
it.
schedule.
I
Oh,
wonder what
thanks,
they're
Jess.
playing.
So the item here
Just cheered us another bit.
will be placed on file. Item
Did you see
9B,
the?
unless there's any other questions
Oh, all right,
pertaining
the
to this
logo one.
matter.
Did you see the
Roll
the
call.
gravestone one?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Councilor
So-
Florio.
Incredible.
Just to say that,
Chairwoman of the
thank you,
committee.
through the chair, just to say that this is really an important item, and we've had discussion on this many times. So it would be great if the district and at-large councils could kind of publicize this a little bit to your groups, so then we can have people there, so if they have
To
any
your
information.
groups like
we'll
me,
have-
I'm gonna
hopefully
give it
we'll have
right to
Worcester
Red Metro.
Oh,
Council in there.
big spender.
Steve Rowley will be there.
95
Transportation,
bits.
mobility, district councils will
95
be there.
bits. We love to see 95
And have
bits.
resources
You know what's
available
better than
to
95
answer
bits?
questions.
96
So,
bits.
I just want to make that aware. And I didn't do the scheduling. Nico did it.
This is a whole new element to this.
I won't be there
stream.
on
I love it.
Valentine's Day.
Just to clarify to the chair, to the council, we do
Yes,
have a lot of
Mr.
committees
Clerk.
in a March 5th election.
We need
That's why
everyone
we're
here to
gonna
help us recoup our light
Thank you,
operating
Mr. Clerk.
costs.
Mr. Manager, is there a way that
Join in,
demonstrates from the
folks.
clerk's team,
I mean, it's not
support the councilors and
nothing,
kind of
to
get
be
the
No,
completely
it,
honest
it,
with
it
you
definitely
guys.
isn't nothing. It definitely isn't.
So it really does help. This isn't a lark that we're doing. We don't take it lightly. The idea of charging you guys any money, it is something that we like. We're taking a hit on this a little bit, so
Yeah,
we
StreamYard
appreciate the support a ton, because it makes it a lot easier to do more.
Yes.
It does, and it makes it just more worth the while to do more shows. You know.
Yes.
Yes.
Councilor Russell?
And I
The
legit
school
look
committee,
forward to
I
coming
gotta
out
say-
and hanging out with y'all every week.
I gotta say, school committee is
The,
wicked fun.
Item
You guys should
9C,
all tune in for the next school committee meeting.
recommendation here is to
Yes.
refer to Economic Development Committee.
Me
It's
and Brendan
the,
had so
matter,
much fun
pertaining
covering
from
that.
Evelyn
It was
Darling.
unreal.
It was that was. I mean, just watching it was great.
About their district annual report.
It was fascinating, and it's going to get more fascinating. So I'm really, really excited about that. Again, we're gonna that's going to be a subscriber only stream. So get in if you want to get in on that. But we're gonna be behind the paywall too, so we're gonna get even weirder. So
True.
Looking at expanding that ambassador program
because
Councilor
Kate
Hajian.
Toomey won't be watching that one.
Thank you, Chairman King. If I may,
No,
am
but
I allowed to ask a
Rachel
question to Ms.
Monterez
Evelyn,
will
to
be.
Ms. Darling? Thank you.
Which is much better.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
crazy.
wondering
Kristen. Fun.
What was going on there?
Thank you, Ms. Darling, for this report. Just a quick question. I remember during the pandemic,
Who are
that,
those chuckleheads?
a few of us who were then trying to get public bathrooms downtown, both for folks experiencing homelessness, but also for the general public, met some resistance. And I know that you had commissioned either a task force or something to look into the possibility of establishing public bathrooms downtown. One, a question as to if you can talk a little bit about the status of that, and two, if it's possible to maybe bring a report back to your original
truly a city council fit.
report to the Economic Development Committee, just so that we can understand a little bit more.
Certainly. So our organization has worked in partnership with the City of Worcester. We had applied and received a grant last year from the Massachusetts Downtown Initiative to study this issue and to come up with not just a public bathroom plan, but actually a quality of life plan for downtown Worcester.
So we
we're
dug
in
a
the
sick
final
hole.
Stages of that. So we did receive the technical assistance through that program, through that grant program. And
You can't post to his
have
Instagram story from your desktop. You guys
produced
knew
a
that?
report and an
Yeah, you can
executive
only
summary
make posts, right, or reels.
Yeah, post to reels. You can't do a story. I was trying to throw that RIP Warside meme
we improve
up on Instagram to
make
start
sure
some
that the
drama.
recommendations that they are offering,
You know I love drama. I'm a messy
work
bitch and
for
love drama.
downtown, work for the City of Worcester. So that is
All right,
ongoing
everyone
right
take a
now.
screenshot of this and share it far and wide.
It sounds good, and I just want to personally thank
Oh,
you
that's
for,
interesting, Reggie.
listening to some of the concerns of those of us who have worked on
Do
the
that,
ground
everybody.
and have
Make sure you're
heard
doing
from
that.
residents who don't have access to public bathrooms. I appreciate
It must
your
be
look
the
to best
the app
practices and
marketplace
ways that we
dealy, like the payment
quality of life
marketplace. I
better,
know that
certainly for the residents,
a lot
but
of things
everyone
cost different amounts
have,
on
and enjoy the
on
privileges that a lot of us do. So,
on Apple.
good to hear that you're going back, and when it's ready, hopefully you can come back. and
Twitch
tell
just
us
let
what
me
you
know that
learned and
Reggie
what
is
you
our
came up
hype
with,
train
and we'd love to
conductor.
have that back
So
in
shout out
committee.
Reggie.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Reggie is a train conductor.
Thank you.
Are you seeing this, guys? That's incredible. All right.
Roll call.
Council Bergman.
That's so
Council
sick.
Gloria.
Yes.
Council GA.
I commissioned
Council Nguyen.
Deb to make. I don't. You know what, Deb? You can say. You can say if you're
Council Russell.
still doing
Council
those,
Toomey.
but we got some
Council Vice Chair, Council King.
fun project in the works
Yes,
too.
item 11A.
Amazing.
Communicating information.
Deb, that's nuts.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
insane. Thank
10A.
you.
Refer to Public Works.
That's
Roll
insane.
call.
Council Bergman.
Yes.
Council Calorio.
Yes.
Council GA.
Yes.
Council Merrill Carlson. Council Nguyen.
Yes.
Council Ojeda.
Yes.
Council Pasillo.
Wow, Cape, can you
Oh,
imagine?
maybe-
Ultra liberal faction cape.
Toomey.
Yes.
I would wear
Ultra
that.
liberal faction. That should be the
Yes,
third. That
item
should be the third
11A,
emoji.
communication
Yeah, there you go.
You know what?
um,
What would be a good format for the
Item
ultra liberal faction
11A.
design is like a flag,
Is there any comments on
like
this?
a
before we
wall
file?
flag.
Roll call.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I bet that, but
Council
that
Bergman.
exists.
Yes.
Council
I would like to
Calorio.
have that
Council
sort of like
GA.
right behind me.
Council Merrill Carlson.
Although I
Council
still take
Nguyen.
offense to the
Ojeda.
being called a
Yes.
liberal.
Council
To be
Pasillo.
real.
Yes.
Council Russell.
Yes.
Council Toomey.
Yes.
Yes.
Council Vice Chair, Council King.
Some Worcester
Yes,
Sucks
anything on
Knitty
the
Council
suspension?
collab is coming.
Nothing on the
Amazing.
No more details. No more details till it goes up on the merch store. But it's going to be a limited run of something very cool.
I can't wait. Is that a birthday cake? Yeah.
Yeah.
B-Day bit.
So many bits.
Give us your bits.
Whose birthday? Somebody's getting a spanking.
Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Counselor.
Little guy
Is
inside
it a
your
rule?
phone.
Is it a rule that
to give you
the
bits.
chair when they step off the podium, when they switch out, they have to go to the person who's taking their place's chair? Because Christian has a chair, but he went to Kate's.
Using technology. So
I think he probably just likes it.
folks to participate.
That's where he used to stand. So I bet he's
Yeah, he
just-
feels comfortable there.
We've
Yeah.
had these challenges for a number of years now.
Oh my goodness,
and I
Jess.
think that
Jess is going
our
off with her
team here
her bits.
does a good job with it. I just want to make a
She loves
message and
bits.
send a
That's
message
why she's
loud
with
and
me.
clear. These are the facts that not deter the work.
Master
They will
of
not
bits,
deter
Bryan
us as
O'Donnell.
individual
Yeah,
counselors,
love
will
it. I
not
love a good
deter us
bit.
as a team. And I felt moved to do that, and open to voting to close the meeting, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. That we'll adjourn this meeting of the City Council.
Council Bergman.
Wow.
Yes.
Council Calorio.
That's not how it works,
What
Kate.
a,
Yes.
what a
Council Merrill
stupid
Carlson.
meeting.
Council Nguyen.
Yes.
Council Ojeda.
Yes.
Council Pasillo.
We had no
Yes.
Knitty Council
Russell.
update, huh?
Mr. Vice Chair, Council King.
Yes.
And Mr. Vice Chair, Council
I think
Toomey.
they
Yeah, what
sent
did they
it
do with
to
the?
wherever it was
They
supposed
sent
to
it.
go.
Yeah.
They sent it. I mean, like it was just an informational communication.
Yeah.
You know,
that-
whatever.
they
I'll
asked
watch
for
the
a
meeting
report.
for real later. I've been having too much fun being a streamer. To be honest, I was tuning at that meeting almost the entire time.
It was tough. I mean, we were on a hype train. It was really hard to.
And you know what they say, like the first time you're on a hype train, it's like kind of a life-changing experience.
Right. Yeah.
So the adrenaline rush.
You'll
was
never
really
forget where you
awesome.
were.
I'll never forget where I was the first time I was on a hype train. I remember the first time watching a hype train. It was at the middle school dance.
Oh yeah.
During the era when all the kids would bump and grind in a line, and I was up against the wall, terrified.
Yeah.
No, continue what your thought. What do you mean bump and grind in a line? Like one long
Like,
line?
Come
just
on,
like
ride that
thrust-
train.
Line of
To
grinding.
ride it.
Yeah, one line
oh.
of grinding. While
Whoa.
from the window to the wall, and it's just like 7 middle schoolers all grinding each other. Literally horrifying, terrifying shit.
Reggie, I promise you, I gotta get my Game Pass set up here with the computer. But I promise you that if I can get
Is
that,
Pal
going
World on
tomorrow-
Switch?
the only thing I know that's on is Game Pass, so I don't know. But it's in beta. essentially. So I think it's probably on multiple systems. Oh, that's a good, actually, that's a very good point. If anybody wants to get on Blue Sky, I have a bunch of codes. If you want to DM me, I will send you a code. Bye, Molly. It's good to see you again.
Blue Sky is nice in theory, but I gotta say, I'm just not going to that second app and sharing the same thought that I already shared.
Not enough people are on it right now, which
not
sucks.
doing it.
The search function and the lack of hashtags is killing it. But I will say that some people have left Twitter, and people who I want to hear from, and
right,
and at the very least, Luke O'Neill seems to be doing different things on Blue Sky than he is on Twitter. So that's enough reason for me to open the app every once in a while.
That guy posts so much. He left Substack, but still posts in the Substack equivalent of Twitter. It's called like Substack Notes. Yeah, it's crazy.
He got a lot of time in his
He's a
hands 'cause
poster's poster.
posting a lot.
Yeah, he's a poster's poster.
He also said that the new season of True Detective sucks, and that made me almost reconsider everything that he's ever said, because that's a wild take.
I just watched the second episode, but I didn't finish it because I fell asleep, took a little nap, and that's where I was right before the stream today.
I love it.
Yeah, you definitely sounded like you just woke up before.
Yeah, I was still in Toon World a little bit. I was still dreaming. It's very hard for me to get up, and I didn't want to. And I'm really happy I did, because this whole new element of bits and hype trains and subscribes, and I'm gonna go streaking now, I guess, and maybe one day someone can own my Disgusting Brothers mouse pad. This is a brave new world for this Twitch program.
We have gone fully in, and we're gonna see how this changes us. I think it's really gonna have an adverse effect on all of our personalities. But if you tune in, if you subscribe, you'll be able to watch it in real time. So,
right. Watch our slow decline into social media induced mania.
Brendan wants to do hot tub streams so bad. I'm not even kidding you.
What are hot tub streams?
He keeps bringing it. It is an entire section on Twitch of people just sitting in a hot tub and hanging out.
Are you kidding me?
Brendan,
why aren't we doing that?
Brendan wants to do hot tub streams. He wants to show his feet. He wants to do a lot of things. Let's talk, Troubler. We can maybe.
We need to do a hot tub stream so bad. Who has a hot tub though? That's going to be the problem.
I mean,
we all have to just stream from our respective
bathtubs.
Yeah.
Just 4 dudes in their bathtubs.
4 dudes in their respective bathtubs. I think that's pretty fun.
Ruth, not a ton happened, and it's a short meeting once again. I mean, that's the first 3 weeks. We're out before really 8:00.
Ruth, the trip, no one knows what happened tonight, at least of all the city councilors. They complained about private roads. They complained about overdose deaths without doing anything progressive to stop either of those things from happening. And then the meeting was adjourned. But Margot, what's her last name? Margot Barnes?
Robbie.
Robbie, sorry.
Snubbed.
Margot from the Worcester City Council did a delightful public comment that we're going to have to for sure clip, because that was great.
Yes, absolutely. We will absolutely get into that. Get that out in the world. Clip it from our channel. You can do that yourselves if you like, but we'll use our newfangled editing that Travis figured out. That we're going to put that up on our social media. I'm excited, Cryptid, to get really. I'm getting excited when I look more into it and see all the things that we can do. And once I really get it figured out and we have a meeting about it, we can get some crazy stuff. So we're going to want feedback, definitely, from those of you that we talked about tonight, Troubler and Cryptid, and anyone else that has ideas, please send them our way. We want to hear more. This, again, I cannot explain to you guys how cute this robe is. It's got a tie. It's got like the sash on it and everything. He's just a handsome guy. He loves to wear clothes. So we we thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. More power to Knitty Council, less power to actual council. So no school committee meeting this week. Next week, next Thursday. Again, if you didn't see it, we have subscriptions now. We've got a lot of subscriptions. Thank you so much for joining. The school committee meetings we're going to cover those. They're going to be subscriber only. And join the team. And we're going to have lots of fun stuff we're going to do with it. Like I said, it's a process, and we're going to get to that, Eric, in one moment. But yeah, we thank you guys so much for hanging out. We love having you guys on with us. We love doing this so much. We love to see Nico. Hi, hachi machi. So as always, make sure that you are subscribed at worcestersucks.email for Worcester Sucks, and I love it. The greatest and onlyest Substack you ever need. You get multiple columns every week. You get Shaun's bad advice every Friday. He's got the worst advice in town, baby. Follow us at WCT3000 for clips and to get us in contact with us and let us know if we're fucking up, because we usually are. And you can also support us by going to wct3k.storeenvy.com. Buy yourself a cool ass t-shirt. We got lots of great designs up there. Personal favorite is the Local 69, but I know that people also love the Nico tribute shirt. So get one of those. Look at that thing. It's absolutely perfect. And I wear it out sometimes and people think it's a real Union shirt. And they're like,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to real Union someday.
We're going to look
Mark my word.
into bags and flags after this.
Yeah.
There might be new
somebody
stuff
said
there.
enamel pins too. And I got a pin guy. So
Do you really?
I do have a pin guy. Yeah.
Dennis certification drive.
Yeah, if you ever go to Coney Island, if you ever see the enamel pins that they have there, I made those.
Wait, did you really?
Well, I made it
You're your
happen.
guy.
I made the deal. I got them from in the storage container from China. That's where Joe Petty was tonight. He was on the donkey. Travis, no jerks.
Yeah, come hang out tomorrow night, 6 to 8 down at Birch Tree Bread Company, No Jerks Network. This is a super casual monthly meetup of business people. You don't even have to own a business, even if you just give a shit about the community and you want to come down and see the other people that are operating businesses. Come down, hang out. It's free, doesn't cost anything.
Go support and meet some people. That's where I met Eric Stratton in real life for the first time. So you get to do that at the very least. You follow Woot Nanny Comedy. We got tons of shows coming up. We got some stuff we're really excited about, including the superintendent. We're very excited about the superintendent. We got some great stuff coming up, but I don't have a thing for it. I just want to let people know.
Plug it.
On February 19th, I am headlining the Dirty Gerund, Monday, February 19th. We'll get art up next week for that. If you've never been, it's a great time. And I'm going to be doing some jokes for that, and I also have an idea that I need to get a decibel meter for. So I'm thinking about something, and it's going to be fun, and it's free. They ask for donations, but it's less than a subscription to this channel. So come on out for that support. And we got lots of great stuff coming up. So thank you guys so much, as always. Incredible job, everybody, tonight. Great hang. And
here, real quick, tell us what happens when we do this. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 21 minutes. I don't know what that means, but we ran an ad break. So it's a break from ads.
All right. What? Listen, we've got a lot to figure out. Thank you guys for tuning in.
They're just naming everything
wild.
so weird and confusing. It's crazy.
We'll see you next Tuesday, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye.